Please, be happy. Alright, Chirps. I'm back to continue Please Be Happy visual novel. It's been a long time coming. I'm glad to be back. Hope you're having a beautiful, lovely day or week. Excited for the weekend? Someone's birthday's coming up, a new motto, so forth and so on. Hi, Jordan. Glad you can make it. Let's begin, shall we? Make yourself comfortable. We have your dinner ready, or a snack.
Ugh, it's about time. I was getting bored.
Sassy fox. Because this one, the barista is always right. Chapter 2. It's another chilly morning in Wellington. I'm outside the Bell House, waiting for Aspen.
People are gonna think I'm staking this place out. And for once, that isn't true.
Aww. We know it's not true. Don't worry, Miho. It's after breakfast. Before the sun's up, Aspen invited me for a free drink before they open. But I'm starting to think I've been duped.
Anytime now.
I rub my arms and bounce around to try to stay warm. Right as I'm thinking about picking the lock myself, the front door swings open and Aspen waves me inside. Yay! Toasty inside and hopefully toasty coffee. Mocha? Jordan says, also never pop. I could be chatting as much today. Going to be doing practice collab stream with a friend. So to watch as well, so you need. No problem. And good luck, Jordan.
So anyway, like I was saying, my uncle taught me this trick to make it taste better. You put a little bit of salt in the coffee and it brings out the flavor, right? Not too much. You don't want to make it salty, but just a little bit.
And I thought I talked a lot. Lena is just on a whole other level, a whole other tier.
Sorry about that. I got a little held up.
Hi, Ree. Blah. That's right, Jordan. I am continuing. Well, like, glad you can make it, Avery. But yeah, I'm continuing. Well, I started this a while back, but then I was doing it in parts, like part 1, part 2, part 3. But I figure I'd rather just like redo it again. So like, I'm hoping today I finish this whole visual novel. This might sound crazy, but it might be 6 hours. So I better buckle in. If you don't know, basically, this lady over here in black, she's a fox named Miho. And yeah, once upon a time, she was a regular fox living in the woods. A kind human, like, came along and fed her food. Then one day, the traveler disappeared. The traveler was very kind to the fox. And then somehow, Miho gained the ability to transform into this type of person. And so Miho was on a journey to find this traveler, all the while, you know, being exposed to humans and the world. And also she seems to have the ability to like, well, I don't know if it's a blessing or a curse, but anytime someone meets her, but then after a day or so, they forget about her, And it comes in handy because she's a fox. And she likes to take things. Like, she likes to be a thief. But right now, she's trying to change her ways. She's trying to, like, settle down. And, yeah, hang with some friends. And, I don't know, plant some seeds. Make a home for herself. No longer being, like, moving one place to another. So much so that Miho is just her recent name. She kept changing her name because, yeah, to, like, avoid being caught. And, yeah, foxes never really had any use for names. But yeah, she decided on Miho. And it seems like Miho is gonna stay. Also, hi Karceline. Glad to hear you're doing alright, Avery. Hope you're doing fine too, Karceline. But yeah, I was just gonna run down of what the premise of this story is. So yeah, Miho came across like two people named Aspen and Julia. Who, yeah, for some reason, they seem to not be able to forget her. And she decided, yeah, I think I'm gonna stay here for a while, rather than just move on.
I was thinking maybe you forgot about me after all.
Glad to hear that, Karceline.
No, you're not rid of me that easily. I was just...
I'm a sucker for the accent. Oh, by the way, this setting, I guess they're in like a fictional New Zealand. And in this world, like, there's like creatures, or not creatures, people called fabled. They're like, you know, like hybrids. They could be like that person over there named Lena. I think they're like a bird and a person. Yeah, kind of like me. But yeah, there's like mermaids and cyclops. It's the backdrop, the makeup of this world. And they also have airships. But everything else seems pretty much like our reality.
I tried it and it's really good. Have you tried it? Remind me, I'll make you one. So then I was thinking, if I start doing that every time I make a drink, eventually people will start realizing that their coffee's better when I make it, but they won't know why.
Yeah, that's a mouthful.
Talking to Lena. That can always take longer than you expect or plan for. But she and I often look the other way for each other on certain things. Such as letting you in before the store opens, for instance.
Ah, the perks of being a buddy with someone who works someplace.
Oh, am I not supposed to be here? That's cool!
As long as we open on time, it's fine, and Lena and I are the two fastest.
Jordan says, I think that when they mean airships as in airplanes, another term for airplanes is an airship. Gotta be right. They actually haven't shown a plane as far as I can remember. But then they refer to things like the underworld. So I'm wondering if that actually means like some kind of flying continent? Like in Sonic the Hedgehog?
You kind of have to be when she's involved.
She's right there.
What do you mean?
I'm sure you'll see. Come on, what do you want today?
I inspect the menu. It's as unhelpful as ever.
Here's a paper copy, if that's easier to read.
Ooh, she has a little print-up menu. It's also distinctly lacking pictures.
Sorry, can't read it.
Oh, do you need a Korean version? I'm afraid we don't have one.
Oh, nah. Can't read any languages.
I may as well have told her that the sky's green. Aspen stares at me in clear disbelief. This isn't the usual weird look. This is beyond that. She laughs. nervously. Jarvis says also in New Zealand that term more often also in this game. Most people don't know the mythology doesn't exist.
You're joking, right?
Aspen, what are you talking about? She told you that she's a fox, that she was a fox most of her life, and she didn't, what do foxes need with language? I shake my head. She claps onto a stool behind her, fanning her face with the menu in her hand.
I can't believe it. I just can't. So you haven't. Wow.
I could tell she really wants to say more, but she holds herself back.
I suppose that explains a lot. Still, I just can't imagine.
It takes a moment, but she regains her composure.
Anyway, if you want to try something new, then how about our ambrosia latte?
Ooh, I like the sound of that. Ambrosia.
It's one of our seasonal beverages with apple and caramel.
Apples and coffee? I've never had that before.
Yes, well, we're experimenting with the recipe still.
Consider me from a fox to a guinea pig.
I said that we should try adding more cinnamon to it.
Hey, there's something called personal space. I don't even know where Linda comes from. Suddenly, she's just there.
Aspen said it would overwhelm the other flavors, but I add extra whenever I make one, and so far no one's complained.
Lena, are you serious?
Well, yeah. How else are we gonna find out which one's better?
What if someone has intolerance to it?
I'll make one for your friend too, and she can tell us which one she likes more.
Lena!
The other girl hurries back to the kitchen, clearly not caring about what Aspen was about to say. Aspen sighs and shakes her head.
Right, well, I have to open the registers and put on the coffee. I'll have your drink in a couple minutes.
Okay, thanks.
I hop on one of the tall stools and wait, swinging my legs back and forth. Before long, the cafe fills with the smell of warm coffee and baking bread. It's enough to make my mouth water. Though it has been long since I last ate. Aspen roams between the kitchen and the front area, always looking very busy. She checks and inspects what seems like every drawer and cabinet in the place while getting ready. Lena's busy too, mopping and setting up chairs. At some point, she puts earphones in and her music is loud enough for me to hear from across the building. After a while, Aspen returns to my table, along with a steaming paper cup.
Here you go. One ambrosia latte.
I pop up the lid so I can take a peek at the drink itself. It smells light and fruity, and a swirl of caramel syrup is melting into the coffee and whipped cream.
Looks good.
Hopefully it tastes good too.
I have a tiny little sip. It's too hot to drink very fast. Tartness. Oh, the apple actually goes pretty well with the coffee flavor.
It's a little sour, but it's not bad. Not as good as a fairy kiss chiller, though.
Well, at least that's a compliment.
Well, I can't complain about that.
The chair squeaks against the floor as Aspen sits down across from me.
So, have you decided how you're going to spend your day?
Not yet. What about you?
There's still another 7.5 hours left on my shift, so I'll be here for quite a while. After work, I try to have a social life or get some writing done. Although lately I usually just collapse on the bed and take a nap.
That's a mood.
Hey, me too! Without a bed, though.
Yes, well, I'm sure frolicking through the flowers and chasing rabbits gets tiring.
Is that sassiness I hear?
Ooh. Are there rabbits around here?
Not for long, I imagine.
Don't knock it until you try it.
Speaking of which, have you thought about what I said yesterday? About getting a job? It seems you have more than enough time on your hands. You do know what a job is, right?
More or less. I mean, I've seen people at work before. But I've never had my own job before you ask.
Yes, I'm aware. Anyway, you'd have money to buy things you want, and you wouldn't have to steal to get it.
What do I need money for, though? Juliet lets me sleep at her house, and she even gives me food.
I don't mean to sound rude or anything, but Juliet can't take care of you forever, you know?
Point taken.
I know.
Right now, I'm still getting used to living here. I haven't given any thought to what might happen later on.
I don't even know what kind of job I could get. Is there some place that would hire me to steal things?
Not legally, no. But maybe you can find a way to use those skills. Maybe you could be a security guard somewhere, or a locksmith.
Maybe.
What could Mio use those skills for?
What exactly is your job, anyway?
Well, as you know, I'm a barista.
Oh, that's how you... that's how you pronounce it. Barista.
That means I make coffee and tea and hot chocolate and whatever else our customers ask for.
Have fun. Good to see you. Bye. I am continuing the vision novel that I started a while ago, Pleasing Happy. Basically, this fox named Miho, she used to be an ordinary fox. One day, a human traveler came along, shared nicely, and then now Mio is on a journey to find this human. And then, in her many travels, she's learned about humans, but kept her distance from humans. And now, she's trying to make a life for herself with two humans. Well, a human and... well, the other one is a vampire named Juliet. Another human is Aspen here. A Francis fictional. That could be interesting. I have to say that this visual novel, it has like voice actors and actresses in it, so it's a bit easier on me to. But I still gotta read like in between. But yeah, like I love doing visual novels, especially when I get to actually voice the characters. But for this one, yeah, it has the privilege of having all these voices in here.
Some people rely on our products just to get through their day, so I consider it to be a very important job. If we were to close or go out of business, there would be a great many people who would be distraught over it.
That's a good attitude. You shouldn't just look at your job as a job. You should look at it because you're helping improve your community. Yeah, that's what I said. I'm just like, yeah, that accent. That's a die for.
Wow! And you're gonna do this for the rest of your life?
Not for that long, I hope. It's not my passion by any means, but I
British.
don't mind it. It can be rather exhausting, though, especially on busy days.
I can't say she's still me on this whole job idea. Right now, that Aspen and Juliet, they're suggesting to Miho that she try getting a job, because most of the time she's survived by stealing from people.
What is your passion?
It's this.
Really? This? Like she was waiting for me to ask. Aspen dramatically pulls out Oh, a small notebook, and puts it on the table. It's the one that I see her writing all the time. I lean forward to look at it closely. It's not very big, about the size of my hand, and it's mostly purple in color. There's an intricate gold pattern all around the border. It definitely looks fancy. Probably get a lot of money for this at the right store.
This is my writing notebook. One of them, at least. My passion is writing, bringing stories and characters to life, making people feel what I feel. There's nothing quite like it. So challenging, yet rewarding.
Well, I know the feeling.
It's both my favorite activity and also the most frustrating one. This notebook is full of story ideas, lines that I come up with, or other interesting details. One of the best parts of working here at the Bell House is that I get to meet so many interesting and inspiring people. For example, when you first came in, I wrote a brief note about you. I never imagined that just a few days later we'd be having this conversation.
Trust me, I didn't either.
What did you write about me?
Yeah. What did you write about Miho? For some reason, Aspen's face gets a little red.
I don't remember, just that I wrote something. It's in another notebook, not this one.
There's still time. Store hasn't opened. Watch let me take a peek.
My dream is that someday I'll be able to make a living from my writing. In fact, when I moved to Wellington a couple of years ago, that was supposed to be the first step. It's been taking longer than I'd like so far. Every morning when I wake up, I tell myself that I'm not going to sleep that night until I finish at least a chapter. But then by the time I'm done with work, all I want to do is pass out.
Oh.
Of course, that just puts me further and further behind. I've really only myself to blame, I suppose, but life doesn't make it easy for me.
Yeah, sometimes it's not just exhaustion. So you're demoralized. Sighing, Aspen puts her notebook away once more while I sip my drink.
Saying it like that, I can't fault you for not wanting to get a job. I'm only here because I need some way to pay the bills. That's just the life of a starving artist for you.
Mm-hmm.
Did someone say job? Are you getting a job here? Is this an interview?
This is Nanya. Nanya Beeswax. Out of nowhere, Nanya appears with a cup in her hands.
No, Miho's just a friend. And were you eavesdropping on us?
It's not eavesdropping if you're in public.
That's not a loophole.
You should learn to talk quieter if you don't want people to hear you. Like me.
Tell me you're joking.
About what?
Before Aspen can even answer, Lena turns to face me instead.
Anyway, that's too bad. We could definitely use the help.
To be honest, no offense, Miho, but to be honest, I can't imagine Miho working here.
Hey, why not apply here if you're looking for work? I bet Aspen would put in a good word for you, right?
Not so much that she wouldn't have the capability to do it, but rather, yeah, I don't see Miho, gelling with the, I don't know, protocol or the intricacies of, like, customer service.
I could do it too. It'd kind of be lying, I guess, since I don't know you that well, but you seem like an alright person. I mean, if Aspen trusts you, you have to be okay, I think. I can go get you an application right now if you want. I printed out a whole stack of them yesterday. Actually, it's the second stack, because the first one jammed up the printer and...
Lena, I am begging you to please be normal.
What? Tell me why it's a bad idea. Do you not think What's your name again?
Miho.
Mm-hmm. Miho.
Do you not think Miho could do it?
No, it's not that. I'm sure she'd do great. It's just...
Wait, that sounds fun. Would I get to work with you?
Yeah. Wouldn't you like that? Work right next to Miho.
Yeah, we'd work together. Oh, you meant Aspen, didn't you? Yeah, she'd be there too.
Yeah, a footnote. Slap your hands on the desk. Aspen stands up from the table.
It's certainly an idea. Perhaps one we should discuss later. Lena, you and I should be getting to work, don't you think?
Okay, boss.
Please just go unlock the door.
Okay.
Smirking, Lena heads towards the front of the store.
Feel free to hang out for a bit if you'd like, Miho. Although it's going to get busy soon, so I won't...
Oh, wait! I almost forgot! If you need something to do, come play tennis with me this afternoon.
Tennis?
Tennis?
Yeah, you know, you hit the ball back and forth over the net.
I know what it is. Is that your hobby?
For now, I like trying new things.
Oh, I envy that superpower. Like to just jump into new things.
I'll think about it. I should try something new myself, too.
I wasn't asking. Anyway, you said it yourself. You're totally coming. So, I'll see you there.
Alright then.
Okay.
I can't help but feel I've been roped into something here. But it's true. I should at least give it a shot. You know, to her like I like it more than I expect.
Cool.
Lena starts to leave again, but then suddenly turns back around to face it again.
Oh, right. There's one more thing.
How many more things does she have? I can practically feel Aspen's exasperation as Lena runs back and slams a cup she was carrying onto the table in front of me.
Try this. Tell me which one you like more. The one I made or the one Aspen made.
Okay.
With an unnecessarily loud sigh, Aspen goes and unlocks the front door herself. I'm over halfway done with Aspen's drink, but I take another gulp, paying attention to the mix of flavors. Then, I do the same with Lena's. Lena watches eagerly, fists clenched in excitement.
So, what you think? Come on, be honest.
I can't taste a single difference.
They're both good.
Sure, but which one's better?
Taking another sip of each. I try to detect anything that's different between them, but can't. Fortunately, Aspen saves me. She leans behind Lena, like a phantom.
Lena, don't you think maybe you should go check the croissants?
It's like that meme where like someone plays the Spider-Man Prowler theme, and then Goku is like in the background, Super Saiyan, about to pounce.
Nah, I already looked at him earlier. A couple of them were kind of schoolish, but I tried to massage them back into shape.
That was adorable the way she said squish.
Don't worry.
For once, Lena's the one that coughed as Aspen jerks on her apron strings as she flaps her wings to maintain her balance.
Why don't you go check on them again? Or maybe the muffins, if you haven't yet.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
Fine, fine. We all know Miho just didn't want to hurt your feelings anyway.
Aspen releases her, and Lena walks off to the back of the cafe, like an embarrassed cat, pretending it was all her idea all along. After she disappears into the kitchen, Aspen sighs yet again.
I'm sorry about that.
It's fine. She seems nice.
Yeah,
That is certainly one way you could describe her. What I was trying to say earlier is that you can stay here if you want, but I won't be able to chat.
Font says she's too nice. Do you mean like suspicious? Or too nice like it's sickening?
Our first customers will be here any minute now.
That's okay. I'll probably go back to the library once I finish my drinks.
All right, I'll see you later then. And don't feel obligated to finish both if you don't want to.
I'm gonna try. Bye!
Yeah, bye. Like Lena, Aspen also retreats behind the counter and starts filling the display case with pastries. I wonder if any of them are like croissants Lena's talking about. Sure enough, it isn't long before the first customers start to show up. Aspen takes her orders with that fake, nice voice that she used when we first met. Already, I've gotten more used to hearing her regular speaking voice instead. It's interesting to know that even normal humans like her still pretend to be other people sometimes. I wonder why she feels like she has to do that. So far, she's one of the nice humans I've ever met. After I finish my first coffee, I toss a cup away, but hold on to the second. Then I'll drink it later, or something. Aspen waves as I leave the bell house and start making my way back to the library. I have my fill of wandering around for at least a few days. If I'm gonna be bored, I might as well do it while I'm comfy. Job or not, Aspen is definitely right about one thing. I really need to find something better to do with my time. I guess I'll go to the park. Tai Park. After a few hours of sitting around at the library, I'm bored. Enough to take Lena up on her offer to play tennis. My problem is, I forgot to ask her where and when. Sometime in the afternoon, I go down to the bell house where an employee tells me both Aspen and Lena have left for the day. They gave me directions to a place called Tai Park, which is where they say Lena mentioned before heading out. I follow the instructions and reach a big open area full of people on bikes, walking, or just sitting in the grass. I wander around for any sign of Lena or people playing tennis. Her ears perked up. Finally, I spot the courts and make my way over. Out of the dozen or so people who are playing, it is hard to find Lena when I get there.
Yeah! Nice serve!
She runs back and forth, leaping and diving to hit the little green ball before I could touch the ground. She flaps her wings to keep from falling over when she does. Her partner, a tall boy with antlers on his head, looks exhausted when he swings his racket. Looks like his arm might fall off any second. When I get close enough, Lena notices me and stops mid-dive.
Miho! You're late!
That outfit's adorable. And now that she's distracted, her partner takes the opportunity to hurry away, collapsing into the grass to rest.
Sorry, I wasn't sure what time I should come by. Or where.
Oh, right. I guess I should have told you. In that case, good guess.
No, Bart telling her that I got help from one of her coworkers. Lena picks up a racket from nearby and offers it to me.
Ready to play?
I guess so. I don't really know the rules, though.
Nah, it's fine. Me either. Just try to hit the ball, alright?
Okay, I can do that.
I take my spot on the other side of the net, trying to imitate the way other people are standing.
Alright, here goes.
Lena drops the ball, then knocks it towards me. I watch it carefully. When it gets close enough, I swing. The ball goes soaring way over her head and falls in the grass out of sight somewhere.
Maybe a little less oomph next time. Let's try it again.
She serves the ball, and this time, I just barely hit it over the net. Lena dives for it like before and sends it sailing back to me. The more we play, the easier it gets. Both of us miss the ball or knock it into a net a lot, but it's not too bad. Finally, even Lena gets tired and take a break, drink some water.
How long have you played tennis?
Like, today or in my life?
In
In your life?
Yeah. She thinks about it, scrunching up her nose.
About a week.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, how about you?
About half an hour, I guess.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. See? We're both trying new things.
The whole time we're talking, Lena keeps glancing away from me to watch the other players. I try to figure out what's so interesting, but can't.
Okay, break's over. Let's play some more.
We get back on the court and play for a little bit longer, till the end of the hour. As everyone else starts to pack up and leave, I follow Lena, puts away our equipment.
So, what'd you think? Did you have fun?
It was alright. I wouldn't mind doing it again, but I don't know if I'd want to play all the time. I can see why some people enjoy it at least.
Being outside is nice, and it was a good way to brush some energy.
That's good. They meet a few times a week if you want to come back.
Will you be here?
Not sure yet.
Even while cleaning up, she's still distracted by someone or something else. When the other players walk past us on their way out of the park, Lena turns her head to watch one of them.
Because we're planting trees here next time. Really exciting, right? If you want to help out, then come to me after.
I catch a snippet of a conversation as a person Lena was watching, a dryad, goes by. Lena must hear it too, because she instantly closes her eyes and puts her fingers against the sides of her head.
Planting trees. Planting trees.
She repeats the words to herself a few times. Then, her eyes snap back open.
Okay, got it.
Got what?
What I'm doing next time. I'll have to start studying up tonight so that I'm ready.
Okay, if you say so.
Welcome back, Avery. Right now, Miho is trying, for the first time in her life, tennis. Avery says, why does she have donkey ears? What, you mean me over here? No, they're not. She's not a donkey. She's a fox. A kitsune. Or actually, they have another term for them. Can't remember what it was. I think it coincidentally coincided with her name. That was redundant to say. Coincidentally coincided. Something miho. Like, it means like fox or something. Yeah, it's a fox. No, that's alright. I mean, when I look at Elena here, it's kind of hard for me to figure out what she is. But I mean, she has wings. I'm thinking she's a bird like me. I'm pretty lost. But this is how Lena is.
You should come too, if you're not doing anything. I'll tell Aspen to give you the details.
Sure. Sounds good.
Mambo. Avery says, wings. As an aside, that's why, yeah, when I have my change, my new model, that's why if I see my wings, yeah, my wings are gonna be just behind my shoulders. That way you know that I am Birdie. Hi, Mattias. It's a mumble invasion! Battle stations! I'm not sure if I want to commit, especially since Lena probably won't even remember me next time we see each other. But playing tennis wasn't so bad, so I at least should try to keep my options open. Also, I'm trying to when I read, I mean, this is from Mio's perspective, but I'm trying to read it more reserved rather than, I like to be more chirpy and energetic. Whereas Mio's more more calm and sometimes uncertain, but yeah, there's an innocence and wisdom to Mio, in my opinion. So I try to read it less like me and more like Mio.
Good. Alright, see you then, Miho.
See ya.
As a side, Miho sounds like a I don't know, like a Spanish name. Waving goodbye, Lena heads off down one of the paths. I take a different one that leads me out of the park and back to the library for the rest of the day. With a tiny ding, toast pops up, and I load it onto the plate with other slices. I bring the dish over to the table. Ah, so I'm not crazy. Maria says Mio's son is son in Spanish. Yeah, they have her in that context. Like, Mijo, what are you doing? Like a mother talking to her child.
Thank you, Miho. Go ahead and put it by the butter.
Butter toast. Oh, this is Juliet. She's a vampire. When I was doing this originally, I was gonna go with Juliet, but since I started this over, I decided to go with Aspen's route. The lady with the glasses, the one who works in the cafe as a barista.
Oops, sorry. Let me get my bag out of your way.
And they're all here, Juliet and Aspen. Once the table's set, 3 of us sit. I've gotten more used to the routine of breakfast. I know when to do things like pass the salt and pepper without being asked. Alphonse says, man, she's a beauty. I mean, Juliet. I know what you mean. Juliet was my first choice. But I figured since I was starting this over, I tried to go with Aspen. think I got a little further past this point, and then that's when I cut it off. So yeah, it feels like we're almost be. I'm hoping today I finish this. Every morning so far, we have the same thing: eggs and toast. That's a lot tastier than convenience store food, and there are different spreads and fruits to change things up. Like usual, I'm the first one to finish eating, followed by Aspen, who stretches with a content sigh.
Breakfast was as superb as always. Thank you, Juliet.
It's my pleasure.
Two of them saying this is part of the routine too. Usually, Aspen would be getting up right now to leave work. Except, this time, she doesn't.
Don't you need to go, Aspen?
Is this your way of trying to get rid of me?
She peers at me from over the rim of her coffee as she sips her coffee.
Nah, I haven't thought about that. I was just wondering.
Hilly? Highly? H-I... Highly? Or Healy? Which is it? Is it 1? Healy? Or 2? Highly? If it's 1, put 1. If it's 2, put 2. If it's neither, put 3. Highly? Or Healy?
I'm not sure if I should be flattered. Anyway, I'm working a mid-shift today, so I don't have to go in until noon.
Will you be writing then?
Yes, I ought to. I'm about halfway through this draft, and I'm trying to finish it by the end of this month, so every minute helps.
Oh my, halfway already? That's excellent progress. I look forward to reading it when you're finished.
Don't give me too much credit, I still have to get there first, and you know how that's gone before.
All you can do is keep trying.
Yeah, keep trying.
What are you writing?
A book. I've been working on it for a couple of years now, as long as I've been in Wellington.
Whoa, you're only halfway done? How long is it gonna be?
Only halfway! I wish it was as easy as you think it is. It takes time to plan the story and prepare to write, and then, even after the drafting is done, you still have to edit it and fix it. Of course, the more you write, the better you become at it. And so, sometimes you notice flaws in your story that you didn't catch before, so you have to go back or start over.
How do you ever get anything done then if you're always getting better? Don't you just have to finish it eventually?
Well, like I said, it's not that simple.
I wonder if because Aspen's a perfectionist or OCD. Aspen clears her throat.
Anyway, it's difficult to explain to someone who's never written anything. Believe me, any writer would tell you the same thing.
I glance over at Juliet, who's intently watching her tea as she stirs it.
And you? Did you end up finding something to fill your time?
Oh, like a hobby. Maybe. I don't know yet.
Well, don't worry about it too much. It's supposed to be fun, not something you have to force yourself to do. Although I'm hardly one to talk, there are times where I want to do anything except write.
It's okay. At least you have something. Julia told me about movies, so I might try watching one of those. Have you ever seen a movie?
Once or twice, I'm sure.
Actually, Miho, there was something I wanted to ask you.
What's that?
Well, how would you feel about helping out around the library as a part-time job? I'll pay you for your time, of course. It would give you something to do during the day, and it would be a great help to me.
Really?
Sounds like a plan.
But I thought you didn't need any help running the library.
It's true that I don't need it. The honor system has served me well for the day-to-day services, and I'm kept informed of any troublemakers. But in addition to the kind assistance from Aspen in the mornings, I also have to reshelve books, maintain the check-in and check-out logs, and more. I don't mind those tasks at all. In fact, I find them rather relaxing. But without them, I'd be able to devote more time to other pursuits. If you're uninterested, you're more than welcome to decline. You needn't worry about being kicked out or disappointing me. I'm perfectly content either way.
Well, helping around here doesn't sound bad at all. It doesn't sound very exciting either. But it's not like I found anything else I'd rather do instead. At least, it's comfy in the library. And super convenient. Having some money again would be nice too. But even better than this one, no one trying to take it back.
Alright, I'll do it.
Julia looks a little taken aback.
That was fast. Are you quite sure?
Yeah, I'll try it at least.
Of course. If you find it's not for you, then I won't be upset. Why don't you take the rest of the week for yourself, and you can begin on Monday?
Okay, that sounds good to me.
Excellent. I'll be looking forward to it then.
Two of them chat a little bit longer for Aspen leaves to go right, and Julia goes to bed. I stay mostly quiet, thinking to myself, a job? That's something I never envisioned having. I fear I just keep stealing until what? Exactly. I'm not too sure. Until I find my person, I guess. That goal has been all I focused on my entire life. But now, spending time here in Wellington, this actually makes me plan things out in advance. When I stop and think about the future, it's a lot of emptiness and mystery. It makes you realize just how little I have to fall back on. That's why doing all these normal things, like getting a job, could be good for me. I don't know when it might be useful someday. As for my person, I'm still thinking about them, how I could find them. That part hasn't changed. For now, I'll just go with the flow and see where it takes me. How about the waterfront? While trying to think of something to do, I suddenly remember the fishing lessons that Julia told me about. I'm very pretty good at fishing, as a fox, but it does have its downsides, like having to get all wet and ending up with scales in my teeth. Mwah. I know some people go fishing for fun, so maybe I like it too. At the very least, it could be useful to me someday. Besides, it's not like I got anything better to do. Down at the waterfront, there's a big crowd like always. The merchant booths that Julia pointed out to me have long lines and clusters of people in front of them. Right along the water, There are fishermen selling all kinds of fresh fish. The smell, mixed with salty sea air, is making me hungry. I wander over to the spot that Julia pointed out to me. Hey, it's that guy. Today, there's half a dozen people with fishing rods in their hands and lines out in the water, all spaced apart, and behind them is a man who's giving instructions.
Hold on. Don't I know him?
I look closer. Sure enough, it's a man I met on the mountain not too long ago who taught me what a kiwi is. He paces between the people fishing, adjusting their posture and giving them advice. There's another person helping out, a younger guy who's untangling lines and preparing supplies. One of the fishermen waves at the instructor for help.
Hey, Mr. Kim, can you give me a hand?
Uh-huh? Mr. Krabs? Is that you?
Coming.
Mr. Kim. Mr. Kim practically skips over and shows the person how to set the line.
I need some help too. Which bait should I use?
That depends on the fish. Let's take a look.
He bounces around between the group before he spots me and gives me a big, hearty wave.
Hello there, miss. Here for a bit of fishing?
I was thinking about it.
You've certainly come to the right place. First time fishing?
With a rod, at least. I usually do it with my teeth.
Oh, I can't say I've ever tried that myself, but if you'd like to learn how to do things our way, I'd be glad to show you.
Sure, why not? I came all this way.
That's the spirit. Here, why don't you go ahead and stand here?
I take a spot on the pier and face the water. Mr. Kim goes through the how to hold the rod, how to put the bait on the hook, and finally, how to cast. Once he's done explaining, he steps back to give me some space.
All right, now let's see what you've got.
Okay.
Right, so I stand like this and put my hand here.
I do my best to copy everything he showed me, and then, with a flick of my wrist, I cast my line out to the sea. Ooh! Hi, Ghostwolf. Ghostwolf says, Nivni, would you watch 300? I have watched 300. Hi, why do you ask that? Also good to see you, Ghostwolf. How are you doing?
Perfect! Nice job. Oh, I forgot to ask for your name.
Miho.
Miho.
Nice job, mijo. Keep it up and you'll be a master angler in no time.
That's what they're called, anglers.
How long does it take to catch one?
Well, now that depends on the fish. It could be minutes or it could be hours. I've been after the same fish for years.
Whoa! Don't you ever go home?
He laughs, and I'm reminded of the first time we met, up on the mountain.
I certainly do. But I always come back. Patience is the most important virtue, other than maybe a bit of luck.
Do you mean the first movie? Or that sequel they made? Like 300, A Rise of an Empire. Mr. Kim goes to check on the others while I stand there waiting. Doesn't seem like anyone else is getting a bite. So at least it's not just me. I thought it was pretty epic. Why, you just watched it recently? I wouldn't mind watching it again. Suddenly, one of the other fishers yelled with excitement.
I got one! I got one!
That's not excitement. That's mild, that's mild, that's just mild. The Riley started reeling their catch. All of us got around to watch.
Steady, steady.
They plant their feet firmly, reeling with all their strength. But it's clear the fish is fighting back.
Can you help?
Of course.
Wow! Check that baby out. So beautiful, the scales. So sparkling. Manus is asking, have you ever fished in real life, Niv? I'm gonna be honest. I don't think it's for me. I'm not the patient type. Unless, I don't know, I feel like maybe if I spent it with someone that, like, I really cared about, maybe then I would be fish. But yeah, like, I guess because for some people, I'm just guessing. When they fish, it gives you time to, like, you know, either not think about anything, like, get one with, like, you know, like the scenery, or you could be deep in thought. I tend to be someone who doesn't, if I don't keep myself busy, then I start to think about things a lot. And then, yeah, it can unfortunately make me depressed. So yeah, I have fished before, but yeah, it's not for me. At least, not yet. Thanks for asking, Mattias. Gozo says, I guess you should watch it again because of the muscle the Spartans have. It's not just the muscles. It's like the person underneath the muscles. Muscles don't hurt. Mr. Kim also grabs a rod, and together, two of them manage to land their catch. Everyone, including myself, gasps as a fish breaks to the surface, its red scales shining in the sunlight. Mr. Kim lets go of the fisher and admire their prize. Huh? Gozo says, would you fish with Maggie, or me, or both? That's a very specific question. I don't know. I mean, if either of you were really into fishing, maybe. But it wouldn't make sense to me if the person we're with also didn't enjoy fishing. Then it's 50-50. Either we're gonna have a good time fishing, or it's just gonna be awkward. Because yeah, would you rather do something that you enjoy rather than something you don't enjoy? Mattis says, yeah, it's a lot of patience. Only for the little guy to swim away.
Whoa! And isn't she beautiful? Congratulations.
And I'll be honest, I get squeamish when I see the fish, especially their dead eyes. Yeah, just staring to space. And also having to touch it. My stomach rumbles just from watching. Unfortunately, after a few more minutes, I waiting for my own fish, I still don't get any bites. Finally, it's time to pack up and head home. Mr. Kim catches me before I can leave the pier.
So, what'd you think, Miho? Does it beat the ways you've gone fishing before?
I imagine it does because Mio can't go in the ocean.
It was okay. I didn't catch anything in the end. But it was cool to watch you and that other person get one.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that sometimes. You just have to keep trying. I hope we'll see you around again sometime.
Yeah, maybe. Thanks for showing me all that stuff.
In the end, it was a lot standing around. What he said about needing patience makes sense. But if I'm looking for something more fun to do, then I'm not sure if this was exciting enough. But it was kind of relaxing, and I do still think it'd be useful to learn. Either way, I'm glad I came and checked this place out. Not to go see if Julia keeps any seafood in the fridge at the library. Once he finished eating breakfast, Julia drums her fingers on the table, looking thoughtful.
Miho, it occurred to me that perhaps I should give you the proper tour of the library now. That way, you have the weekend to get better acquainted with it if you need.
Tour? I think I've seen everything, right?
Pardon, I meant of the books themselves. Where to find each genre and what they are.
Oh, right. Sure.
I hadn't really thought about the books. To me, they're all the same. But I guess that wouldn't be true for everyone else. Right now, I have the place memorized in the same way you memorize a battlefield. What places are out of sight, how to get in and out, anything else that might be useful. I don't think there are many battles that happen here. Juliet's tour would probably be more helpful.
If you'd like, I can show you a couple of my favorite books. That way, if anyone asks for a recommendation, you could at least make something up.
That'd be great.
Anything that makes it easier for me to make things up is fine by me. Three of us head to the entrance. Oh, I mentioned this before, but yeah, Jordan was kind enough to point out right there that picture on the wall is from another a visual novel by the same studio, the Alon. That visual novel was called Heart of the Woods, and that is one of the most important scenes in that world. That is, the Fairy Grove.
Let's start with the basics, shall we? As you know, this is the reference desk. It's where books are checked in and out, and where anyone who needs help can find it.
What kind of help do people ask for?
Usually, they need assistance finding a specific book.
Excuse me, what's a book?
Or perhaps they need a recommendation for what to read next, as Aspen mentioned.
Hope they like the same books as her then.
Don't worry, I'll think of some that are more popular.
Go for romance ones.
Not my real favorites, which most people would be too bored to finish.
Ooh. Do you think they have manga in here? It leads us into the actual rows of shelves. I stare down the books as I pass by, committing as many details to memory as I can. Even if I can't read the words, I could try to remember the colors and shapes and covers.
Over here is the children's section. It's got lots of picture books and beginner reader books. The shelves are shorter too, so that children can reach them more easily.
Oh, I've seen some of those around. Are adults allowed to read them too?
Good question.
Of course. Parents read to their kids quite often.
Some people read them for fun, too. You gain so much more appreciation for the illustrations once you're older.
There it is, much closer. The Fairy Grove.
This is the non-fiction section. It's for books about things that are true, rather than made-up stories.
I rarely visit this section, personally.
In a shady corner near Aspen's favorite table, Julia taps a small sign hanging on one of the shelves.
This is the mystery section. Stories about detectives, murders, and other such subjects live here.
I do admire mystery writers. It's difficult to come up with a compelling one.
We go around the whole library like this, with Julia and Aspen pointing out all the other sections. Finally, come to a stop back at the desk where we started.
I do believe that's everything. Do you feel like you have a good understanding now?
It's hard to keep them all straight. Fantasy, history, cookbooks, biographies. I think I've got most of it, though.
By the end, my head feels like it's spinning, and I know that I won't be able to remember everything, as hard as I try. But I do feel like I've gotten a better feeling for the place. At the very least, I can show someone where to find the restrooms.
It is a lot to take in. Don't worry if you can't memorize it all right away. There's plenty of time to learn.
Even I forget where things are sometimes, and I've spent more time here than at my own apartment.
Thanks! It might take me a while, but I'll get it eventually.
I know you will. I have the utmost confidence in you.
If I'm going to do this, I may as well try my best. Then something good come from it. And if not, I can always just leave.
Want me to show you the books I was thinking of now?
Sure!
I'll be off to bed myself then. Have a lovely day, you two.
Sleep well!
Night!
Night. Julia heads upstairs while Aspen and I go back to the shelves.
To start with,
She leads the way to the fiction section, which is easy to remember, since it's the biggest. Aspen runs a finger across the books as we move down an aisle. I see her scanning the titles before she stops and taps the spine of one.
here we are, Wuthering Heights.
Aren't they, isn't a movie being made of it right now?
I just returned this one recently, after finishing my annual reread.
Maybe.
It's a very tragic love story. The main character is rather terrible, I must confess, and there's an awful lot of death. But despite all that, it's beautiful.
The description definitely isn't what I was expecting.
People really like to read that stuff?
Sometimes, yes. You read to experience all kinds of different feelings. Besides, I think there's a kind of sad beauty to doomed romances like that. It really does put life in perspective.
If you say so.
You don't have to take my word for it. I'm sure you'll see for yourself once you start working here. In the meantime...
I felt Aspen to the other side of the room. There are a couple small racks of books near the corner.
Do you enjoy poetry?
You mean like races and stuff? Guess they're okay.
That's pottery. Poetry is...
She clears her throat.
prose. Words in their best order. Poetry, the best words, in the best order. Samuel Coleridge said that. He was a poet, but he's not the one I have in mind. I'll show you what he meant.
The book she selects looks old, very old, as a green cover that's rough, like a lizard skin, the letters being faded gold.
Alfred Lord Tennyson is one of the most famous poets to have existed. I simply adore his work. Here, this is from The Lady of Shalott. Ahem.
She clears the throat again, even though it's only been a few seconds since the last time.
Willows whiten, aspens shiver. The sunbeam showers break and quiver. In the stream that runneth ever, by the island in the river, flowing down to Camelot.
I don't understand the last part. Flowing down to Camelot. That doesn't, to me at least, it doesn't sound like it rolls. I barely heard past the first line.
Aspens, like your name. Does it come from this poem?
If only. Aspens are a type of tree. Mum loves them. More than she likes poetry, for sure. I do wish I'd been named after it, though.
She reads the rest of it, which ends up being pretty long. It's kind of hard to follow, but imagine the fields and towers that she talks about is nice. In fact, I'm pretty sure I've been to Camelot before. Some of the details in the poem aren't quite right. Anyway, if I really don't understand the poem, it's nice to listen to Aspen reading it. Plus, there's no way I'll forget what a boat looks like.
Alright, last one. I thought 3 would be enough to start, but you can always ask me for more recommendations if you need. I could suggest books until lunch, if I didn't stop myself.
I might someday. Even though I lived in the library for a few days now, I never really knew how many different books there were out there before.
Gotta read them all.
Oh, believe me, this library isn't even a fraction of what exists. It's not that big for a library, in fact, just huge for a personal collection, which is really what it is.
How many books have you read?
Who prefers physical books or digital copies of books? Like ebooks or Kindles? Or who prefers audiobooks? I'm partial to all 3. It depends. Sometimes I like to listen to them, the thing over and over again, being read by someone. And I like hearing a person, like, their impressions, their reflections. Sometimes I like, just being able to feel them, the paper, cover. Like, I don't know. Like, you're connecting with it.
I couldn't even guess. Definitely hundreds. Maybe thousands? I've never tried counting, but perhaps I should now that you mention it. It would be nice to look back on someday. Okay, here we are.
The book she takes me is to lay it out flat on an end table, where more people can see it, rather than on the shelf.
Everyone knows the story of Peter Pan, the boy who never grows up and can fly.
Everyone except me.
Now you do too. Peter has a darling fairy friend named Tinkerbell, and he fights the dastardly pirate Captain Hook. Peter leads a group of boys called the Lost Boys, and they cause all sorts of trouble for Neverland, where they all live.
What do you mean he never grows up?
In Neverland, you never get older. So he stays a young boy for his whole life. Even when the girl he loves, Wendy, grows up and gets married, and someday dies.
You sure do like sad stories, huh?
I suppose I do. It's as Peter Pan himself says. To die would be an awfully big adventure. Still, it's not like I only like sad things. Romance is my favorite genre, and not just the tragic kind.
I sit down on one of the chairs. Says it seems like Aspen wants to have a conversation. Might as well just get comfy. Aspen sits down too, fidgeting with the strap of her purse.
Why is it your favorite?
Why? Well,
Her hand starts moving while she thinks.
In a book, things can be much more perfect than in real life. A moonlit balcony all alone, or a sunset kiss on the seashore. Real life is considerably messier. I've never been in love before, although I think it sounds quite nice. As I said earlier, people read to feel things. So until that time, living vicariously through other stories is enough. What about you?
What about me?
Do you ever hope to fall in love? I assume you haven't been in love before, but maybe I'm wrong.
Nah, I haven't. I like being on my own.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Do you think maybe that would change if you met the right person?
I don't know. Maybe. I haven't thought about it much. Since everyone forgets me, there's never been a reason for me to care.
I suppose that's reasonable. Still, that must be... Well, it doesn't matter. Do you ever watch movies? Or TV? Just about everything has a love story in it nowadays, not just books.
Nah, not in a long time.
How long?
She sure likes to ask a lot of questions. Jump around topics so much, too. I don't really mind. I have to try hard to even remember the answers. All the places I've seen and days I spent have mostly blurred together in my mind.
I'm not sure. A few years? There was a really big crowd around a window, so I wanted to see what they were all looking at.
And? What was it?
I don't know what it was. I didn't speak the language there yet, and I didn't memorize the sounds. But on TV, there were these people in white suits bouncing around, and the people watching seemed really excited by it.
Aspen gasped.
Did the people on TV... Do you remember by chance if the place they were hopping around looked like a desert, all rocky and empty?
Now that you mention it, yeah! How did you know?
She dashes a hand to her forehead in disbelief.
That was the moon landing!
No, I'm pretty sure I'd remember if the moon landed.
Not like that, silly. It was when humans went to the moon for the first time.
Wait, they did?
Yes, and you saw it happen, apparently.
They must have had help from the Fabled's magic, right?
No, not this time. It was pure human ingenuity.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You know what's funny? Sometimes when people see like ancient like structures or like feats, and then some people just jump to the conclusion, hey, kind of human ingenuity, it must have been magic or aliens. I think some people just want some mystery and some things to not be solved. But I think we're just putting we're underestimating humans. I'm trying to remember. There was this in the 1930s, or I don't know, like someplace like in a canyon. Like there was this huge like arcing like for trains, like this track that curved, and like sorry, I forgot how tall it was, but it was an incredible feat of engineering for that time, out in the middle of nowhere with like the harsh desert sun beating down on you, and like the surrounding environment was like consisted of like solid rock and others like breakable granite, and like not just only being able to be curved, but being able to support all that weight. But like also they kept in mind that it was made like completely of wood, and it's standing to this day. And every time like it was supporting weight or shifted due to like the train or the wind or like something shaking, they added these nuts or bolts that like allowed it to flex. Yeah, like a lot of like modern day structures. You don't want something rigid. You want it to have enough give. That way, like, yeah, I guess it transfers the energy. That way it doesn't all go to one point.
You look surprised.
I am. I didn't know humans could do something like that.
Well, not just any human. It took a lot of work from a lot of people. It still does to this day. I can't believe you got to watch it live, though. What was it like?
What was it like?
Had a really good lunch that day.
Yeah.
Everyone was so distracted that I was able to sneak into a restaurant that usually would have caught me.
She shakes her head.
That's all you can remember.
It was some kind of pasta dish with a white sauce and lots of cheese.
Cheese.
I meant about... Oh, never mind. Anyway, I was just going to suggest asking Juliet about putting a TV in your room. Surely there's one in this place somewhere. It would give you something to do, at least. And you don't have to be able to read to enjoy the story of a good show or movie.
Yeah, I might. I definitely need something to do other than walk around town all day.
Let me know if you do. I'll bring over some movies for you to borrow. If I can't recommend books to you, at least I can do that.
Will do. I don't know where else I'd start anyway.
After checking her phone, Aspen stands back up.
I'll be more than happy whenever you ask. For now, not to be rude, but I'm going to go write for a little while. I'm working on the last couple chapters of this book before I'm finished, and I want to be done with it as fast as I can.
Oh, sure. Good luck.
To tell the truth, I'm always a bit relieved when someone else ends a conversation for me. I never know how to do it myself. Amadius is easy to forget all the feats humanity's put off over history, for sure. Like, one of the easiest ones to that some people like to dismiss is like the on the Easter Islands, the what you call those giant stone statues. the moor or something. But yeah, so you're like, hey, how can early humans have possibly figured out how to move those giant stones across great distance? And we have like plenty of explanations as to how they could have done it. You know, like some simple things like they're rolling across logs, or using some kind of levee system, or so forth. Mari says I'm a history nerd after all. The one that makes me roll my eyes, the pyramids. People go, hey, aliens must have done that. Humans couldn't have done that. Or why would humans need pyramids? Like what? Because humans didn't think they needed pyramids like for their pharaohs, or like, I don't know, welcome them to their afterlife or something. Ah, hi Umba. Good to see you. I'm continuing a visual novel. You know, I was thinking, maybe I should just make this another part. I'm gonna read this a bit longer, but maybe I should have pushed myself to, like, because I'm thinking this might take 6 hours to finish. Not like everyone wants to sit for 6 hours for this. Yambas is playing Resident Evil 2 Original on the PS3. Ooh. How's it going? Are you enjoying it? Going back nostalgia road? Is it better than like today's Resident Evil? Resident Evil? Try to remember another like human feat that people like to say, oh, must have been magic or aliens. Yeah, and boss says, yep, know that. Pyramids, Easter egg, Easter Egg Island, Stonehenge. That's another one. You like the Aztec temples? But anyway, sorry. I wave goodbye as Aspen goes off to her table by the window, pen in hand, the moment she's hunched over her notebook writing. Let's go to the park. Meet with Lena. Since I don't have anything better to do, I decided to head back to the park to see Lena. Aspen told me where and when I could find her, although we both know that Lena won't have any idea who I am. Making sure that I see Aspen and Juliet every day is hard enough as it is. Although I like Lena, I don't think I could put in the effort to have her remember me too. Young bosses, there's one thing. When I sing too close to the TV, the screen is 144p. It's playable if I, like, go away far to my couch and the screen, it looks fine. Maybe if I start coming by the library in the mornings like Aspen does, though I'm pretty sure that's the last thing Aspen would want to happen. I go to the park where we play tennis and wander around searching for Lena. Takes a bit longer since I'm not looking for something as obvious as a tennis court, but I finally find a group of people near some trees. All of them, including her, shovels in their hands, are working on digging holes. Finally, something good at. Although compared to tennis, it looks more like punishment than a hobby. I walk over to Lena, who's barely made a dent in the ground. She waves when she sees me, but not in a familiar way.
Hi there! Here to volunteer?
Yep, she forgot us, because, Neil here has this magical thing where if you don't see her, like, the day after, you can forget her.
Maybe? Volunteer for what?
To save the planet, duh! What does it look like we're doing?
Duh!
Digging in the dirt?
Exactly! We're planting new trees to, help beautify the city of Wellington by promoting natural resources. I think.
She says the second part, like she's reading off a label or sign.
If you want to help out, go talk to Cyrus. He'll get you all set up.
Lena points over at someone that I sort of recognize. The dryad that Lena was watching when we played tennis. Since I'm here, might as well give it a shot. So I follow instructions and walk over.
Hi there. I'm here to help out.
Welcome aboard. I'm Cyrus. Here's a sapling and a shovel.
Cyrus holds out a shovel in one hand and a small bucket with a tree in the other. I take them, do my best not to drop the sapling.
Okay. I'm Miho. What do we do now?
First you dig, then you plant. Then you do that over and over until you get bored and go home.
That sounds easy enough.